Okay. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's Metaphor Musings. Today we're using a metaphor that looks at boundaries. If boundaries is an area that you struggle with or don't quite understand, stick around to the end. This will be really helpful for you. Okay, boundaries are really important to hold as an individual. Boundaries are the things that keep us safe. And I want you to imagine this like a house, like a property. You can lock people out of your house if you want to. Now, there are different boundaries for different people, and this metaphor really nicely shows that, okay? So with a property, you have a bit of outside space, maybe a picket fence around a little front garden. Personally, I'm quite happy for the majority of the public to come onto that space. If they want to come say hello, they want to knock on the door for something, I'm happy for them to come into that space. That's safe, you know. There are some people I wouldn't even want on my property. There's some people who would want to cause harm that I wouldn't want anywhere near my property. Okay, so they wouldn't even be allowed on that part. Now, some people, I'm quite happy to let them come into my house, come into my space. I would be happy with them to see more personal aspects of myself. I would trust them to honour that. I would trust them not to disrespect my inner boundaries. And now I want to think of romantic relationships. Again, romantic relationships are even more intimate in nature, and perhaps they would get to see the boudoir or more intimate areas again of your life. Now, in this metaphor, I want you to think that these people come into your space, you invite them in, they're kind, they respect you. Are you going to let that person come back into your space? I'd like to think yes. Now, if someone comes into your space and breaks a little boundary, so someone comes in and, I don't know, walks into your bedroom when you're not comfortable with that, what would you do? Would you say to them, oh, I don't really like people coming to my bedroom, and address it that way? Or would you ignore it? Would you carry on letting them do that? If you carried on letting people do things you're uncomfortable with, would that then set a precedent? Would that be okay for them to carry on doing that? I want you to think, what happens if somebody comes into your space and abuses that space? They chuck hot coffee across the walls, they smash windows. What would you do with that? It would be really helpful in those times to make sure those people get out of your house. People who intentionally hurt you or intentionally try to break your boundaries, they are not worth having around. I hope that metaphor helps sort of get your head around boundaries, the variations of boundaries, and also in not allowing people to continue and repeatedly abuse your trust, okay? Let me know in the comments below how you found this video. Let me know how it resonated, and I really look forward to speaking with you next time for more Metaphor Musings. Okay guys, take care. Bye-bye now.